the radius. So, which will I'll explain later.
Okay, now we're working.
Okay, can you see this corner?
Yes.
Okay.
I think move it up just a little bit. There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Now
So
we're
think
good.
of this as your work spot to work.
Okay.
Notes, anything else you can put over here. This is what they're going to see. So you want to work in this about from here. Think about this. So basically from this little dot,
Okay.
this is your work area.
Okay.
Does that
deal.
help?
Right. Works.
All right.
Works. It works. Oh my gosh. There it is.
Don't be nervous.
Do you need this?
I mean that.
Okay. And then. Oh no. Do you have a expo marker? Mine's in my backpack. Okay.
There's something else I was going to tell you. So when you're doing this, do it as a demonstration. You know, like, you know how in class I'll say, I'm gonna, you know, like this is a model of the linear, or this is a set model, and then we work the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you want to do it. You don't want to go like, I've had people like, okay, first graders, is this 7? Yes. You don't want to do that.
Oh.
Because what you want to do is think of if you were coming into me as a principal, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean you use manipulatives? Let me show you a video of me demonstrating this.
Okay.
Okay.
So. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. If you did it that way, that's what you need to do. That's okay. I mean, I'm not.
Well,
gonna take
I
the
didn't.
focus
I
off.
just said like so. 10 minus 6 would make 4. Like that's how I have it.
So you can do that. I mean, I don't want to throw you off and go, oh my gosh, I'm all wrong.
Well, I'm all like, don't worry.
You know,
It's like,
but what I want you to do is I want this to be a video that you're like, I got this.
okay.
You know, because when you go out to visit with principals, everybody should be saying, yeah, I teach this year, but this is going to be. Let me show you an example.
Okay.
And while you might not do this video, you may want to do the fraction video or whatever. You know, this is that practice for getting ready for it.
Okay. All right. Then I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
Megan. Okay, Megan, whenever you're ready. The other thing, like I said, is hold your word problem up, and you can read it
Hold
then.
it like right here.
Make sure that you can see it on the, like, most people have been standing like where you are, and they'll hold it and read it, like take it over there and
Ooh.
read it. And then they just put it down, because once you read it, you know, you can put it off to the side
Okay.
and show it, you can put it off to the side.
All right.
I set my timer for 6 minutes so that you know you've hit, and then you'll hear it,
Okay.
and you'll know you hit your minimum time.
I don't hit my minimum time.
So this is what I want you to think about. Good question. Oh, I've had people do that, and they're like, I'm done.
That's
So what you need to think about is you need to really demonstrate and thoroughly demonstrate what you're going to do.
okay.
Okay, that's going to be critical. So don't run through it. Think about a kid who doesn't know, and you're having to explain all the pieces to him. You just don't build 47 with 4 longs and 7 ones. If this represents a 10, because it's the equivalent of 10 units. I'm going to regroup, and so like let's say you're taking one of those longs over, model with the 10. The reason I can exchange this is the same as 10 ones. Okay. So explain like that. If you get done and you're like, oh, talk about at that point talk about misconceptions.
Okay, so yeah, I have my misconception, like, because I talked about how, like, a student, anyways, I had my misconception after my first model.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or should I wait till
You
the
can- you
end so I
can put
can
it in.
drag it out?
You can put it in wherever you want. You can put it in
Okay.
wherever you want. But what I was saying is that you need to make sure you model really well. So let's say that takes 6 minutes and you've modeled and you're done, or it's taken 7:59, then you're done. But if it's like you've modeled and you have 30 seconds left, you can talk about a couple of misconceptions. You can talk about a misconception with each type of set model and a linear model. I mean, you can fill it in that manner. But I will also say this. Somebody was trying to, and they're like, I'm just like,
Just cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
put yourself out of your misery.
Right. That was me when I was practicing. I was like, so okay. All right. Well, I think think I'm ready for this.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh. We're going to be working with this word problem. It says, Jackie has 17 pieces of candy. She then gives 13 pieces to Sally. How many pieces of candy does Jackie now have? Since she's giving away candy, we're going to be working with subtraction. And to show this, we're going to use a set model and a down over 10 approach. So we're going to write 17, because this is the total number of pieces of candy Jackie has, and she's going to be giving 13 away. So we write minus 13. We're going to represent 17 by using two 10 frames. And we're going to draw 17 circles to represent 17 pieces of candy. All right, so what can we take away to have just one 10 frame? We would take away 7 pieces of candy to have 10. We would show this by making a branch off of 13 and writing 7. Now we need to figure out 7 plus what makes 13. 7 plus 6 makes 13. So now we can rewrite this as 17 minus 7 minus 6. We can box the 17 minus 7 to represent, or because we know it makes 10, and then we subtract 6. We know that 10 minus 6 is 4. So we find out that Jackie now has 4 pieces of candy. We can check our work by marking off 6 more pieces of candy. After we do that, we see that we're left with 4 pieces of candy. Now we're going to be doing the same word problem with a number line. So we're going to number our number line to 17. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So our problem was 17 minus 13. Let me show you an easier way to do this. We're going to break apart the 13 to 10 and 3, because 10 plus 3 makes 13. Now, we're going to start at 17, and we're going to jump back 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. This is minus 3. Now, we're going to jump back 10 more spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we see that 10 and 3 make 13. And now we see that we are left with 4 pieces of candy again. Okay, so some common misconceptions with these problems is that with the 17 minus 13, you can, when you branch, you might think that since you're taking away 7 from 17, you also take 7 away from 13. That is not the case. We need to remember that we're going to add to this number to make this number. So it would not be 7, it would be 6. And that's how you do a word problem using a set model and a linear model.